At its heart, America's bail system sounds pretty simple. If you're charged with a crime, the court might ask for an amount of money as bond and then return it to you once you show up for trial. And if you have that money, it's no big deal. But if you don't, you can be in big trouble. Just look at one example, a man called Miguel. He was arrested for driving with a suspended licence. The court set bail at $1,000 and he had a choice, pay it or await a trial in Rikers Island. And I'll let Miguel and his wife take the story from there.
I wouldn't wish Rikers on my worst enemy because it's rough.
It was hard because I had to try to borrow money from this person and this person and this person to try to get him out. He told the judge, I can't afford a $1,000 bail. So he really didn't have a choice but to plead guilty.
Now, whether he was guilty or not, the fact is a non-violent offender spent time in Rikers because he didn't have $1,000. And this is a systemic problem. Increasingly, bail has become a way to lock up the poor regardless of guilt, because Miguel was a family man who posed no danger to society whatsoever, and he was stuck in Rikers, whereas millionaire Robert Durst, who'd been accused of murder in Texas, had a completely different experience of the bail system.
I had been told by the detective that you've been charged with murder, bail has been set at $250,000.
But was your intention when you put up the $250,000 to run away?
Oh, goodbye $250,000, goodbye jail, I'm out.
I'm out? That, of course, is an excerpt from Robert Durst's children's books, Goodbye Jail. Goodbye money, goodbye bail, I killed them all, but goodbye jail. Of course, of course. The problem is, the frequency and cost of bail have risen dramatically, and it is disproportionately hurting the poor. In fact, in 2013, an analysis of New Jersey's jail population found that nearly 40% were being held solely because they couldn't meet the terms of their bail, which is crazy. Jail is supposed to be for dangerous criminals. If 40% of a group don't meet the basic criteria to be there, that should change your perception of what that group is. If 40% of the Girl Scouts were grown men, you'd feel weird about buying cookies from them. So what happens if you can't make bail? Well, much like a game of fuck, marry, kill with Crosby, Stills and Nash, there are a few terrible scenarios. Option one, you sit in jail. And again, if you're poor, as this defence attorney explains, that has immediate consequences.
Our clients work at jobs where if you're absent, you're fired. Our clients live in shelters or in transitional housing, places where if you're not there for the night, your place is gone. So there are a lot of different ways in which incarceration, even for a short period of time, can really destroy someone's life.
Exactly. Jail can do for your actual life what being in a marching band can do for your social life. Even if you're just in for a little while, it can destroy you. Destroy you. But that means it's no wonder that many defendants who can't afford bail favour option number two, simply pleading guilty even if you're not, as a former public defender explains.
You sit in jail because you can't afford to pay your way to freedom, and you're often confronted with a deal that goes like this. Plead guilty, get out. Maintain your innocence and go to trial, stay in.